a pair of National League West rivals. We'll see the San Francisco Giants as they play against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The MLB here on 2K Sports.
Offensive production. It comes when Manny is Manny. We'll see what he gets done in this game. Los Angeles is the site, and a great night here at Dodger Stadium. 2K Sports proudly presents Major League Baseball. It's Wednesday night. Happy to have you with us. Their starter will be Chad Billingsley. Steve will be focusing here on these San Francisco hitters. What's he thinking about?
A pretty good matchup for this right-hander on the mound right here. This is a lineup that he should be able to carve his way through. Not many threats in this lineup for him.
Now we'll see Bruce Bochy's lineup, sponsored by Pepsi. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, anytime you have a guy like Mark DeRosa in your lineup, you're expecting him to produce for you offensively. But the great thing about Mark is the fact that he can play anywhere in the field, and every position he plays, he's a plus defender at that position. How valuable is he? I don't think you can win without him.
Leadoff hitter Aaron Rowan.
San Francisco Giants center fielder number 33, Aaron Rowan.
Billingsley with the windup. Ball. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, this curveball just drops right off the table. It's a good pitch. Give the hitter credit for not chasing.
Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Big swing and a miss as his eyes lit up on that pitch at a 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And now Rowan has that 3-1 count. Power hitter's delight. A very nice .308 career batting average for him against the Dodgers. No pitcher wants to start an inning this way. This is a free pass.
Oh, managers go crazy, pull their hair out when they see the leadoff walk.
Ready.
And here's Freddie Sanchez. A runner on first, no outs. Drops down a bunt. Billingsley. And he throws on to first for the out. Put away. Almost fell over when he got to that one. Boy, there's some upper body strength on that throw.
Well, you have to have great body control to play this game, and he certainly showed it there.
And he got him. Chance to drive in a run for Pablo Sandoval.
Well, what more can you ask for the San Francisco Giants in 2009 than what Pablo Sandoval gave you? Here's a guy that came into spring training. You didn't know what you were going to get from him. And what did he do?
Up the middle. Billingsley. Well, certainly for Pablo Sandoval, more than a breakout season. He came out of nowhere to be one of the stars of last year.
Yeah, and they kept saying, you know, we don't have a position for him. He's a catcher. He's a first baseman. Well, let's put him at third base and see how he does. And he responded with 25 home.
They're going to try for a double steal. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it. He got him. Good pitch to throw on, Steve.
Well, he had the fastball, and it was set up in the right spot. He had a quick release to gun down the runner.
Now Billingsley with the 0-1 pitch. Strike two. No balls. 2 strikes. Huff in danger of the K.
Oh, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him. He's coming at you with the fastball.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2. And Aubrey Huff watches that one go by. Count is even. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. This one's going to be fielded by Ramirez. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. And first chance coming up for the Dodgers. And we've got Tim Lincecum out on the mound. He'll start for San Francisco. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of? What's he thinking about as he gets into this Dodger lineup?
As a hitter, you better try to get Tim Lincecum early because you've got to try to hit his fastball. That curveball at times is unhittable, and the changeup has so much deception because of his delivery. So the key, jump on the fastball early in the count.
And the pitch from Lincecum is good.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
There's a swing and a hit. This one to Rowan. One away now. Sponsored by Pepsi, a chance to check out the Dodgers lineup. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, a guy that hits anywhere in the lineup. Russell Martin is a guy that can hit third in the lineup, or he can hit eighth in the lineup. Wherever you put him, though, he seems to be able to produce. Let's see if he can do some production in this one today.
Well, one of the longest-standing rivalries in baseball, the San Francisco Giants and Los Angeles Dodgers. They battled each other for such a long time. The upper hand in 2009 went to the Dodgers, and something the Giants are going to look to reverse this year.
First pitch way out of the zone, ball one. The Giants against the Dodgers last year ended up with that 7-11 mark. Hit hard to second. Sanchez in position. That retires Martin.
Number 99.
2 outs in the box. Manny Ramirez. And Lincecum gets him swinging for the first strike.
Well, climbing the ladder on him right there. He just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
And he leaves that one alone. Manny Ramirez showing patience. That'll even up the count.
A big break on this curveball. He starts it in the strike zone, but it falls right out of the zone. Good eye by the hitter not to chase it.
1-2 pitch coming. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And that's going to be the first hit for the Dodgers. Now let's take a quick look at the Giants and how they line up defensively.
Number 16.
So, Steve, any individual standout?
Gary, Freddie Sanchez is a guy who really has improved himself defensively. He got to the major leagues, was more of an offensive player, but through hard work, he's improved the quality of his play.
Andre Ethia at the plate with a runner on first. Here's the delivery. Well hit towards the middle. And it's through. Base hit for Ethia. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
Well, infield playing back in this situation. A well-hit ball just getting by him for a base hit.
And Casey Blake. Call strike from Lincecum, and the count is now 0-1.
You go with the big breaking ball away. It's exactly where you want to go. Set up hard in and go soft away. Nice pitch.
He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Still scoreless in L.A. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. Leading it off, Benji Molina. Swing and a rocket toward short. That's going to bring up Martin DeRosa.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. That's one of those pitches you throw it out there and you hope the hitter chases it. He laid off, though. Now it's a battle.
He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Tough pitch to hit right here. When you run this fastball up and away, you have to elevate your swing to get on top of it. He ends up taking the pitch.
The 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Got a full count now. Swings and misses on a fastball.
With the count full, he's not one to take this pitch. He likes to swing the bat. You've got to try to walk this guy.
The 3-2 pitch. That's swung on a liner here. That's going to be a base hit for DeRosa. Molina on his way to third. This is an opening for San Francisco.
Well, this sort of at bat right here, when you give up a hit after that many pitches, this is one of these things that could really rattle the pitcher. You have to be careful as a pitching coach. You don't let this inning get out of hand.
Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Career 5 for 8 against Billingsley. Here's the pitch. And he looks at one in there for a strike. Nothing in 2.
Tough spot for the hitter right here. Down 0-2. You got to foul off that tough pitch if you have to.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. On the way. Popped into foul territory down the left side.
A good-looking catch in the stands right there. They're paying attention out there.
Tell you, these fans are getting better every year, and they know right where the camera is.
Well, you know what? The celebration, every time somebody in the stands gets a ball, they jump up and down like it's Christmas.
Fastball, that's well off the plate. 2-2.
Gary, he's aggressive on the 2-2 count, so if he's going to go down, he's going down swinging. Let's see if the pitcher can hit his spot.
Fouled away.
Well, even if he doesn't get a hit here in this at-bat, the fact that he's making the pitcher work, 2-2 count, enables everyone around him in the dugout to see every pitch he's throwing, because he's throwing the kitchen sink trying to get this strikeout. He just fouled off that low pitch.
And Molina comes home. So San Francisco able to continue this offense.
Well, patience and tenacity paid off right there. The ability to stay alive in an at-bat that gave him a chance and gave his team a chance to get that run, and that's what he did with that big RBI.
And Edgar Renteria will be looking to drive something here. Getting out in front any time of the ball game, you want to do that. Now you try and build on it.
Gary, we just saw quality at bat right there. He got the job done. When he got his pitch, he knew what to do with it, and he delivered.
Strike started off the at bat 0-1. As Ralph Kiner. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Over to second for 1. And they get 2. Great double play.
Beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. It's Lincecum at the plate. Man on third, 2 outs. Billingsley with the windup. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
He looked like he was looking for a pitch out over the plate. That fastball down and in locked him up a little bit.
Swing, soft liner towards right center. And that one's put away to retire the side. All right, first run of the game. It comes here in the second. The Giants in front, 1-0. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. Beautiful night. Sights and sounds of Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium. Very nice breeze coming through here. So James Loney leading it off.
Here we go, LA.
Hot shot towards the hole. And that sets down Loney. And Matt Kemp digs in with 1 out.
You know, despite the fact that 2009 San Francisco Giants did not make the playoffs, they did put together their first winning season since 2004, and they were in the thick of the wild card race late into the season, so there's a lot of hope here.
Fastball way inside. Nice stance.
Well, he gets out of the way right there. If he hadn't been, he'd be headed to first base. Sometimes you have to take one for the team.
Flied to right. This one to Scherholtz. He comes in a little, gets the out. Now, no question for the Giants. Pitching was the name of the game. Shutouts, fewest runs allowed, strikeouts. They just had great arms.
Well, you talk to any team in the National League when they go in to play the San Francisco Giants, and you can get that starting pitching, you know you're going to go in there and not get many hits, not going to score a lot of runs. The problem was for the San Francisco Giants.
Swung, ground ball to short. Renteria in the pickup. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. San Francisco still on top. Taking a look at the manager, Bruce Bochy. Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. Leadoff hitter Aaron Rowan. And Billingsley's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1.
Even with the late movement on the cut fastball, you don't want to throw it up in the zone because a hitter can fight it off and muscle it over the infielders.
Strike two, Rowan. He'll have to be careful now of a K. A line drive toward short. And Furcal fields the ball. And that sets down Rowan. And Freddie Sanchez up.
So how did the Dodgers win the NL West title last year? Well, simply put, they beat up teams in their own division.
One out, nobody on. Smash towards the hole. Picked up by Loney. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
Well, he might not have been able to get him out at the plate, but a short run over to first, and he still retires his man.
We're talking about the Dodgers winning record. How about 46 wins against the National League West that they play in?
Well, and when the Rockies made that charge against them late.
Ground ball played. Blake. And he's out at first. What an out. And a quick inning for Chad Billingsley. And the Dodgers, their turn coming up. And Billingsley settles in. He'll get us going here in the home half of the third. Lincecum with the delivery. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole, and most hitters swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a four-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
Curveball got him, one away.
His pitches complement one another. They work off of each other, and he used a tremendous sequence right there. 1, 2, 3, strikeout, see you later.
And so with one down, we'll see Rafael Furcal.
Well, Cy Young Award winner in 2009, Tim Lincecum. What an outstanding pitcher. They call him the Freak for a reason because he's such a slight build, 5'11", only 160 pounds. But what comes out of that right arm is an absolute cannon of a fastball in the high 90s.
The 1-1 delivery, a curve in there. Now it's 1-2. There are not many pitchers around Major League Baseball who truly dominate start after start. Tim Lincecum is one of those. His numbers, hitters really go into those games wondering if they can even make contact.
Yeah, that's the thing. You hope against Tim Lincecum he walks you once. That way you only go 1 for 3. But you look at the numbers for him. Only 15 wins to win that Cy Young. That shows you how dominant he was, because most winners of the Cy Young, if you're not a closer, they're going to have close to 20 wins. That's how good this guy is. 261 strikeouts also.
Furcal battling here will foul off yet another.
Well, you would obviously think that the more pitches a pitcher throws, the better chance you have of getting a hit. And right there, he kept himself alive by fouling off that 3-2 pitch low in the zone. This is a great battle.
Spotted by Molina. He makes contact, line drive. And that gets down. Furcal with a hit. That will bring up Russell Martin.
Well, you wonder he had the energy to run to first base after seeing that many pitches, fouling off pitches, taking tough pitches, but he did. Well, thank goodness he only had to run 90 feet, because I'd imagine he was pretty tired. Well, how do you follow up a 2008 Cy Young season like Tim Lincecum did in 2008? Well, how about another Cy Young season in 2009? 15 wins, a 2.4 ERA, 32 games started, 4 complete games, 225 innings. What more can you ask? Well, how about throw in he led the league in strikeouts also.
0-1, Lincecum kicks and deals. Foul straight back. This is the guy you want in Tim Lincecum, John, to come out Whenever you're struggling a little bit or maybe losing a few ball games, he's the one who's going to get you back in the other column.
Well, Gary, you're exactly right. He will extend winning streaks and he will stop losing streaks, and that's when you know you have a special one, and you better keep him for as long as you can.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as a K.
Check out the movement on this on K-Cam. It clocks in at 85 miles per hour.
2 outs in the box. Manny Ramirez. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. And Lincecum can't get him to swing at the low pitch.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. The pitch. He looks at that fastball. Called strike. 2-1.
The pitcher really rearing back and throwing. He's got everything working now, commanding the strike zone with that fastball.
Comes set. Catcher can't control it. Now he's going to run for second. And an off-speed pitch is in there. 3-2 now.
Take a lot of guts right here to try to get him to chase one out of the zone, because the risk is you put him on. I think you got to go right at him.
Strike 3. Ramirez swings through that one. He's out of there. It's a good inning from Tim Lincecum. Nothing doing through 3 innings for him. 3rd inning in the books. Big bats ready to make an appearance. And here's Aubrey Huff. And he starts Huff out. He swings and nails a liner. And Furcal makes the play.
Well, Gary, he's pitching well right now. I mean, that's 7 straight that he's retired. He is really locked in.
Nobody on base, 1 away. He deals. Now a swing and a shot toward second. And so Molina retired.
You want to talk about settling in? How about retiring 8 hitters in a row? I think he settled in.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. It's a fair ball headed into the corner for extra bases. So there are 2 men down here, but they do get a man in scoring position.
Number 12, Nate Sherholtz.
A very, very smooth and level swing right there going through that strike zone, and he drives that ball. Now, let's see if this will start a 2-out rally now that he's on second base.
Swing, contact, Kemp. That'll do it as they put that one away. Chad Billingsley with some nice pitching. And the Dodgers, their turn coming up. And it's Andre Ethier now.
Right fielder, number 16, Andre Ethier.
And Ethier ready for the first pitch. Nope, that one not in there. Lincecum misses.
Look, Gary, the way this is going so far here in the 4th, I mean, they do have 3 hits. So they've had a
swinging a liner to left. And that one is in there. His 2nd hit today. That will bring up Casey Blake.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
Here's the pitch to Blake. And Lincecum gets him swinging for the first strike.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
Good patience. Casey Blake letting it go. Count is even.
But Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Good pitch on the outside corner. 1-2.
Outstanding rotation on that pitch. Look at the mechanics for this pitcher. It comes out of his hand and just falls off the table.
And that one's going to go by. Casey Blake caught him looking. Strike 3.
Very little movement on this pitch at 93 miles per hour, courtesy of KK.
Great setup this time with the off-speed pitch, and at following it up, he couldn't catch up to the heater. Couldn't even get a bat off his shoulder.
Great combination of pitchers when you can freeze a hitter like that. And it's James Loney in the box now.
Well, James
hit sharply towards the hole, and that gets down. Loney a base hit. So that will put Matt Kemp on the hot seat. James Loney's position in the lineup will ultimately be determined by what kind of a clutch hitter he is. He can continue to pile up the RBIs as he did in 09. He's going to stay in the middle of that order.
Well, that's the big thing. When you have so many young players like the Dodgers had in 2009, it takes a while to figure out where they're best suited to hit. My opinion, I think James Loney...
Swing, and oh, he shatters his bat as he hits this one on the ground. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
Now, sometimes you make a great pitch, and the hitter just happens to be lucky at this particular time. This is one of those balls that was hit in no man's land. Not a play could be made on it. That's why he's on first base.
And the pitch from Lincecum is good. There's a swing and a hit. This one to Rowan. That'll do it as they put that one away. So Tim Lincecum heads to the dugout. 4-inning shutout mound work. Boy, he's keeping a tidy house right now. We're through 4 here at Dodger Stadium. We'll be looking to the leadoff batter later on in this inning, another AB. And it's Edgar Renteria now. He'll get us started here in the 5th.
Edgar Renteria.
Here's Renteria's first look. Swing and a line drive. Belliard. One down.
But Gary, this guy makes it look easy and retires another one at first.
It's Lincecum at the plate. He flew out his last time up. Base is empty with one away. Swung on and fouled away. Now Billingsley with the 0-1 pitch. This one's grounded hard up the middle. Over to Loney. 2 down.
Nice easy ground ball to shortstop, able to get over, make the play. Good strong throw across the infield to get the runner at first.
First one to Rowan. Here's the pitch. And Billingsley's pitch looked at for a strike. 0-1.
Well, it looked like the hitter just gave up on this out of the pitcher's hand, but it's a curveball that comes right down the middle of the plate.
Ball. Good patience. Aaron Rowan lets that one go by. The count is even.
We started the curveball away, and it broke further away just off the plate.
Ground ball to short. And Furcal fields the ball. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. It's called short work of 3. Took 6 pitches. Giants 1. The Dodgers nothing. Joe Torre, no doubt right now thinking about getting back to a tie ball game. And Billingsley settles in. He'll get things started. Home half, 5th inning. Lincecum with the delivery. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, offensively, they just have not been able to get anything going. Only one runner left on base, so they just need more opportunities and see if they can't capitalize on it.
Still 0-2. And that's another foul ball.
Well, with the way we keep tracks of pitch counts right now, you know 0-2, the pitcher wants to put him away. The fact that he has to throw another pitch just tells you how defensive a swing the hitter had to keep it going.
Fastball in there, called 3rd strike, 1 out.
Oh, pretty healthy break, 88-mile-per-hour breaking ball.
Oh, 2 strikes, you got to protect. You can't just look at that pitch go down the middle.
Johnny, he certainly wasn't expecting another fastball there.
Oh, and that's the problem. You can adjust to off speed, but if you look for something slow and get a heater, you're done.
And here's Rafael Furcal.
Well, you talk to people around the Dodgers in 2009, they thought that the guy that they couldn't lose in their lineup was Rafael Furcal. He did play in 150 games. He hit 269, but he was a catalyst at the top of that batting order, scoring runs.
Certainly, Rafael Furcal is one of those igniters in the game. If he lined up the middle, and in there, he's 2 for 3 today. That will bring up Russell Martin. Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
1 out, man on first. The pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0. He is 0 for 13 lifetime off Lincecum. Oh, for Kyle. Here we go. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. Three balls, and Russell Martin will decide now to take or launch one.
Well, this is awful right here. He's falling behind this hitter 3-0. Let's see if he can come back to get him.
Now Martin has the 3-1 count. He's the one in charge.
Same thing here. Selective 3-0. Now you can still be selective on 3-1. Make him throw it where you want it.
And he swings and hits this one foul. Now the pitch to Martin. A smash between short and third. Base hit, maybe two. They're trying to bring Furcal to the plate. Fantastic chance here.
Boy, after all that effort, seeing all those pitches, you had a good feeling that the hitter was at the advantage, and he was right there, finally getting that big hit.
And Ramirez settles in, first pitch. And Lincecum gets him swinging for the first strike. Now Molina sets the target. And Lincecum out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. Lincecum with the delivery. That's up high. Ramirez lays off.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
They got a chance here to gain a base. And Furcal will score. They just have to eat this one. The run's going to score in the error.
Well, he boot that one, and obviously leading to a run scored right there. So you can't make those kind of mistakes and still win ball games.
At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Ramirez swings through that one. He's out of there.
That's a lot of movement there for a pitch at 87 miles per hour.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those 2 fastballs.
John thought the timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And Ethier ready for the first pitch. And Lincecum no luck with that pitch upstairs. The 1-0 now. Ethier swing and a miss. That'll even it. 5 for 17 lifetime off Lincecum. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
The 2-1 pitch. Ethier swing and a miss. That'll even it. The pitch. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
And he cannot put him away. He misses ball 4.
Well, you know the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
Fastball too low. 1-0.
I think the manager's got to start wondering where he's going to go and what's the next move to make, because he's up over 25 pitches here late in the game.
This is in the air, straight away left. And DeRosa puts that one away to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. We've got a stalemate going in L.A. Batters 2 through 4 coming right up. And Freddie Sanchez to bat.
Second baseman, number 21, Freddie Sanchez.
And Sanchez in the box. First pitch. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
And Billingsley outside the strike zone with it. Freddie lays off that one, and now they're in real danger of walking Sanchez. Ball 3.
Well, the pitcher comes right out on the mound after his team hits, and the first thing he does is go 3-0. The leadoff hitter can be very demoralizing if he doesn't get him out.
Well, it looked like he was taken all the way right there, Gary. Walked him on 4 straight pitches.
And that is going to bring Pablo Sandoval to the plate.
Now, Gary, you don't want to do this in this kind of a situation and put a walk on base with a guy who's the go-ahead run in the game. That's a mistake.
First pitch on the way to Sandoval. And Billingsley's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1. And what he's done here in this situation with the walk coming where it did, Steve, is really give the offense a lot of options.
Well, as a pitcher, you can't try to miss bats. Go at them, throw strikes, make them put it in play, let the defense work.
The pitch. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. This one towards Ethier. That's one away.
Now batting for the San Francisco Giants, first base, number 19.
That will give Aubrey Huff the chance with a runner on. And he starts Huff out, hit up the middle. And that gets in there. Huff, a base hit. This is an opening for San Francisco.
Well, you're not going to find a whole lot of guys who like that pitch up and in, but here's one of the exceptions right here. He got one up and in, and he drove it.
That swung on and flied to right. He throws, and he is safe at second. This is a great situation for some offense.
Mark DeRosa.
Oh, this is great patience at the plate. He lets the ball get deep in on the plate, comes in toward his hands, keeps his hands inside the ball, and drives it the other way.
You make yourself a whole different ball player if you can take the ball the other way, as he just did. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one. And DeRosa stays off the low one. Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1. He's 2 for 9 lifetime off Chad Billingsley. Billingsley kicks and delivers the 2-1 pitch. Lays off the fastball low for ball 3.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
DeRosa gets the bat ready. Here it comes. Strike 3. Swung on. Mark DeRosa. He's gone.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied. Well, time to shine right here. A chance to be a hero, Garrett.
Steve, we talk about game-turning situations. This is one of them.
No question about that. Things can change completely right here.
And that one is high. Billingsley, not fooled by it, stays away. Here's the 1-0. Next pitch misses high for ball 2.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him.
But here we go. One pitch away from walking in another run. Inexcusable with the bases loaded and a big league pitcher on the mound.
Lays off 3-0, and it's on the outside corner for a strike.
Now let's see what he comes back with on the 3-1 pitch.
Pitch on the way. Line towards first. And Loney corrals that one. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So they pick up 2 hits in the inning, but leave the bases loaded. So we're still tied here in Los Angeles. So James Loney leading it off.
First baseman, number 7, James Loney.
The first pitch. And Lincecum can't get him to swing at the low pitch. The pitch. That's high, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball called strike 2 and 1.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Hard grounded to short. And that sets down Loney. And Matt Kemp up. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. Nobody on base, one away. Now Kemp gets set. Here's a swing, line drive down the left field line. Gone, a home run. And a solo home run that breaks the tie. Big clutch homer. Solo shot that has an impact on the chances of winning, and it shows up right here on our Pepsi WPA graph.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after it.
And out on the mound we'll see Alex Hinshaw. He'll be the reliever for the Giants.
Gary, I tell you, I probably would have let this starter go a little bit longer. I mean, better safe than sorry, but why burn the bullpen this early in the game if you don't have to? Save them, keep them fresh, make them right for the end of the game.
Good eye there by Ronnie Belliard. Lays off it to even it. Here's the delivery. That big breaker gets by, and the count goes to 1-2.
Now 1-2 is a pitcher's count, so there's no reason to give him a good pitch to hit right here.
Good eye there by Ronnie Belliard. Lays off it to even it.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Picked up by Sanchez. And Belliard set down. And Billingsley settles in. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. Base is empty and 2 down. And the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he was right on it, 0-1. A shot up the middle, and it gets down. Whoa. He gave a pitch that time, allowing the opposing pitcher to get on base. You hate that. That's going to bring up Rafael Furcal.
Gary, he may have surprised himself right there. Good piece of hitting by the pitcher. Hey, nothing like giving yourself a little offensive support.
First pitch to Furcal. First pitch fastball misses badly that time, 1-0. His lifetime average, 288 against the Giants. Swing and a miss for Kyle, not making contact to even it up.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
Kyle fastball, now the count 1-2.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
And that swung on and hit. Sherholtz is going to be there to play it. And there's the third out. So they pick up a run on the home run, and that gives them the lead. LA's got the lead now.
Seventh inning.
And Edgar Renteria to bat. 0 for 2 thus far.
16, Edgar Renteria.
Here's Renteria's first look. And Billingsley's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1.
I think right now, when you're up by a run in the 7th inning, you've shortened the game. You've got the lead. You want to throw strikes. Do not give them any free passes and catch the ball behind your pitcher.
Fouled off that first pitch, and it's 0-1. Drilled towards the hole, and Loney pulls it in.
Well, first base could be the hot corner, too, and that was a hot shot to first, but he was able to get up in spirit for the out.
Well, when the San Francisco Giants were making a run in the second half, a lot of it was due in part that Juan Uribe really picked it up in that second half. He had a lot of clutch hits for the Giants in 2009, 16 home runs.
On the ground to second. Belliard retiring Uribe. We've got Aaron Rowland in the box. Grounded out last time. 2 outs and nobody on.
Here we go, Dodgers.
Billingsley with the windup. And that's too low. 1-0.
2 outs here in the 7th inning. You need to make a play behind your pitcher. He's going to pitch to contact. Somebody's got to step up, make the play, get the out.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Kemp will field. And he's there to retire the side. In, out of the inning. 6 pitches and it's over. Dodgers not letting this lead go. And it's Russell Martin to lead us off.
Number 55, Russell Martin.
Brendan Metters is going to be pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there. Ball! First pitch is a curveball outside, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, a slider in there, 1-1.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Slider misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, this broke a little bit too much out of the zone right here for a ball, but he's got to bring it back in, rein that thing in a little bit.
And he gets that one down, his second hit, 2 for 4 today.
Well, anytime you bring in a relief pitcher to come in a key situation, the last thing you want to do is for him to serve one up to the first hitter. That's exactly what he did, giving up that big base hit.
Here's the pitch. Way out there with the curveball, 1-0. The 1-0 now. And that breaks low, and it even ends up in the dirt. And that's a ball. Now Manny Ramirez going to be looking for a green light here. In his career, 363 off the Giants. And he won't get that one in there, so on 3-0 he surrenders the free pass.
Well, it looked like he was taken all the way right there, Gary. Walked him on 4 straight pitches.
And now Andre Ethier. Now a great chance here for the Dodgers. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Fastball gets away from him there, 2-1. And a swing and a hit by Ethier. And in there, 3 for 3 ball game. Martin scores.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
Here is Casey Blake. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup to stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, they were given an opening, and they took it. And now they have a lead late in the game.
Takes a swipe on that pitch in the dirt. Not sure if he saw that. Steve, we'll keep an eye on the bullpen. We'll expect to see that closer getting up and getting ready to come into the ball game.
Well, that's right, but you want to give your closers some insurance. Give them some margin for error. So look for this guy to try to come up with a big hit to tack on to this lead.
That's one. And there's the second out of double play. And the run comes in. Around the horn they go, and they rack up a couple of outs.
That's a pitcher's best friend, but also a manager's best friend as they get the double play.
And doing the pitching, it'll be Jeremy Affeldt. He'll be the reliever for the Giants. Johnny's facing this Dodgers lineup today. What's on his mind?
But Jeremy Affeldt has established himself as one of the best left-handed specialists going right now in baseball. He has a great fastball, low to mid-90s, but that breaking ball is what makes it so special. He can lock up any left-handed hitter with that breaking ball. That's why he gets so many strikes.
Swing and a miss, gets away. He's heading for first. And there's the throw down to first base, and they got him.
Nice play by the catcher. Time to get out of the crouch and get it over to first base ahead of the batter. Sometimes these things can get away from you. He did a great job keeping it in front.
Good hustle and a great arm. They pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits. They strand no one. L.A. on top by 3. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Freddie Sanchez leading it off. And it'll be Corey Wade doing the pitching. As the swing and a hot shot. Wade. And so Sanchez retired.
You have to have quick reflexes on the mound. You're the closest to the hitter of anybody else on the field. The ball got back on him. He was able to make the play, moves his feet to be able to get the momentum going to first base for the throw. Nice job.
Now the first pitch. Sandoval will foul that one away. There's the pitch. Good changeup. It's quickly 0-2.
Well, trailing right now, down 3 runs. You got 1 out here in the 8th. You got 5 outs left is the way you have to look at it. They need base runners. Get people on and hope somebody runs into one. A 3-run deficit, not too much to overcome.
Boy, those strikeouts so important coming late in the ball game. Keeps that confidence up.
They tell you that strikeouts add to the pitch count, but a 3-pitch strikeout right there, he can go forever on that one.
He delivers towards center field, and that should be a single.
A real good approach at the plate right here, thinking about going back up the middle. He gets a fastball a little bit inside, but able to just punch it up the middle for a base hit.
First delivery to Molina. Hit in the air to left center. This one's going to be fielded by Ramirez. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. It's called short work of 3. Took 6 pitches. Dodgers not letting this lead go. And Matt Kemp will get us going here. He homered earlier in the ball game.
Number 27, Matt Kemp.
Now Kemp gets set. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Affeldt. There's a swing towards the hole. And Sandoval with the catch.
When you play at third base, you have to expect the ball to get on you quickly. But I don't think anybody expects it to get on you that quickly.
1 out, nobody on. And now Belliard gets set. Belliard's going to foul that one away. Affeldt's pitch does not find the strike zone.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
Check swing held back, but it's a strike anyway. 1-2. On the ground to short. Renteria in the pickup. And Belliard set down. Carroll at the plate. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Now being brought in now to hit for the pitcher. Hopefully he can get a base hit and see if they can't increase this lead.
2 outs, base is empty. There's a strike from Effelt. Now 0-1.
Now the pitcher's executing his game plan. He knows these hitters. He knows how he wants to pitch them. And now he's locating his pitches in exactly the right spot.
Changeup misses, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Good curve, but he doesn't bite at it. Now 3-1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Dodgers 4, San Francisco 1. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And here's Mark DeRosa leading it off. And doing the pitching, it'll be Jonathan Broxton as they make the pitching swap.
When you look up the word closer in a dictionary, it should have Jonathan Broxton's picture beside it. 6'4", 290 pounds. This is one of these guys that when he comes in the game with that size and that girth, you know the game's over. And the fact that he throws 100 miles an hour doesn't hurt anything either.
2-1.
The 1-1. And Broxton sends the 2-1 pitch. Here's the delivery. And he will strike out Mark DeRosa. That is a great pitch that left him looking.
Well, Gary, when I was playing, if I got fastballs right down the middle, when I had 2 strikes, I might have made it to the big leagues.
That's exactly right.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's a very defensive hitter when the count gets to 0-2, so I'm going to try.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Belliard. And so Sherholtz retired.
One more out to close this one out, Gary, and obviously a successful day, up by 3 and a save situation. So, you know, obviously looking to try to close this one out and get ready for tomorrow.
0-1.
Strike 1. Broxton got him to swing. It's 0-1.
Well, this one here, with no doubt about it, the late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Renteria will do what he does best. Punch it out.
Now, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2. Here's a swing and a line drive. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
Now we get a recap of one of the outstanding individuals. He's our Pepsi Clutch performer, Chad Billingsley. Boy, did he pitch well today.
Well, the heat was flowing in this game today. This pitcher came right out there with that great fastball and challenged these hitters. He did give up the 1-earned run, but the offense gave him just enough support that he needed to get a very impressive win.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.